And the inspiration for today's meditation is a little bit different to our normal meditations. Still training our attention, though. We're still training our ability to be where we choose with our attention. But we're going to use our imagination a little bit, because I had one of those moments the other day, you know, when you stand in front of, and we tend to do this time of year, don't we? We're on holidays, on holiday mode, where you're contemplating landscapes in front of you. You know, you might be on the beach, or you might be in the countryside, but you just get that awe-inspiring sense of, wow, look at the vastness of this. Like, wow, this is an amazing world. And we become really aware of our own insignificance in that. You know, there's an element of losing ourselves in, wow, look, I'm this tiny speck in this amazing universe. But then also a sense of the opposite of that. There's like this expansiveness of, like, I'm part of this. Like, I am actually a limitless part of this, actually, as I connect to it. And I feel a really deep connection to the natural world around me. So in our meditation practice today, we're going to kind of almost revisit somewhere that we have felt that. Maybe it's recently, maybe it's somewhere that has been that for you in the past. But the reason for doing that is because it helps us to lose ourselves. And I mean ourself in the kind of capital S sense, the kind of ego self that is a bit self-obsessed. And when things are difficult, we can tend to be in that very small version of ourselves that's very tangled up with all our worries and the things that are bothering us. And the more we can connect to that bigger self that's actually just deeply connected to the world around us, there's just a real dropping away of the tension and the stress when we do that. So if you haven't been able to get away on holiday, we haven't been away. If that's you, then sometimes this can be a really beautiful thing to do anyway, because it just reminds you of all the lovely places that you have been and you will go again, if traveling's not on the cards right now. So we will gently close down our eyes, as we always do. And if you're watching this and you've not meditated with us before, there's only a couple of things to know, really. And the first is, as you close down your eyes, that your mind is going to think, and it's going to wander off, and it's going to take you to things like your to-do list, like that conversation you had with somebody yesterday, or something you got going on. And that's okay. Your mind is a thinking machine, and that's exactly what it's supposed to do. And the only thing that you need to do when you notice is notice, and just gently come back to this practice and this moment. And every time you do that, every time you notice that your mind's wandered off and you bring it back, you're training your mind. So even if that's 100 times, that means that you've just given your brain a really good workout for being present. And the second thing is, with your posture, as your eyes are closed now and you feel yourself sitting in your chair, or propped up in bed, or sitting on a bench, wherever you find yourself as you meditate today, just find that middle space between active and relaxed. So with our eyes closed, our body in that lovely middle space between too rigid and too soft, we'll gently drop into this moment right now. And just noticing that you have a body that's sitting in a chair. Noticing that you're breathing. Noticing where you're breathing today. Can you feel the cool air entering your nostrils or your mouth? Can you feel your chest gently rising and falling? Can you feel your belly gently rising and falling? Just noticing the breath, and that your body can just take care of it without you having to do anything. Noticing if your shoulders can just loosen just a little bit and relax. Maybe your feet can get heavy on the floor to really connect you to your body in this moment. And from this place of connecting to how you feel right now, I invite you to now call to mind another time. So a time when maybe you've been somewhere away overseas, or some special place that you go, somewhere that when you go there, it feels like you're just blown away by the scale of it. Maybe it's a landscape that's so expansive that you can see for miles and miles. Or maybe it's a beach and you can hear the waves and you can see the majesty of nature and its most powerful. Maybe it's walking in forests with ancient trees that rise up above you, dwarfing you in their size. Just allowing yourself to scan for that place, wherever it is. Maybe even imagine an imagined place. Just for a moment, allowing yourself to take yourself as if you were there right now in this moment, standing in that space, looking out from behind your closed eyes at the place that you find yourself. Just noticing for a moment everything that you can see. Noticing the colors. Noticing the distance that you can see. How far away can you see right now? Looking up to the sky. Looking around you. Taking it in as if you were there right now. That vast expanse, whatever that looks like. Noticing how it feels in your body to be stood there. Imagining your feet planted in the ground. What does it feel like underfoot? Are you on the earth, sand, grass? What's underneath you? What's holding you on the ground? What sounds can you hear right now if you imagine yourself in this vast place? What smells can you smell? Is it that rich, earthy soil beneath you? Is it the salty tang of the ocean? Is it the fresh breeze? Allow yourself to feel with every sense this space that you find yourself. Deeply connecting to your own aliveness as you stand before this place. Noticing if any thoughts show up, any emotions, just allowing anything to be there in your experience of this place. And bringing your attention to your heart space as you stand there. Imagining that your chest is opening, your shoulders are falling back, and you're opening up so you can connect more deeply to this space in front of you and around you, taking you away from this moment, this self, into a deeper connection to this world around you. Imagining everything is deeply connected, including you. Feeling your feet on the ground. Perhaps even imagining opening up your arms, raising your head, opening your body to receive this vast energy and limitless space around you. Feeling for a moment that this landscape is connected to you, almost as though you can absorb it into your body. That energy flowing out and in And connecting to your breath to help you to make that connection. So noticing your body breathing in. Imagine that as you breathe in, you're breathing in the sounds, the smells, the sensations, the feel of the breeze, sensations against your skin, your feet. And as you breathe out, allowing that sensation and that awareness to settle into your body, breathing it in, and breathing out to allow it to dissolve into every cell of your body. Noticing what happens to your body as you do that. There's even more space for softening, for opening, for connecting. That no matter what's going on in your life right now, that our minds can take us to these amazing places. We can drop that self that wants to keep us small and instead connect to that limitlessness. And we'll take 5 slow, deep breaths to really allow us to take this in. So breathing in through the nose, and then breathing out slowly through the nose. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the nose. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the nose. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the nose. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the nose. And then letting the breath find its natural rhythm. Feeling into your body now from this place of being back in the room that you're in. Feeling the chair supporting you. Noticing your hands in your lap, your feet on the floor. Noticing the skin on your face, the jaw, and the fingertips. And finishing with your attention on the fingertips. Letting your full focus rest there for a moment. Perhaps feeling a gentle tingling in the fingertips with your attention as your nervous system responds to your attention. And allowing today, at any time that you feel just overwhelmed by the busyness, by the pace of things, by just how much there is going on, seeing if you can allow yourself just to connect to your fingertips, and from that place of connection to the fingertips, allowing the memory of that place that we stood in this practice today to just wash over you, even just for a moment, as a reset in your day. So gently wiggling the fingers and the toes, and then gently blinking open the eyes and just keeping the gaze soft as you take in that actually you're in a room. Even if you can still feel the warmth of the sun or place that you stood as we enjoyed that practice this morning. And if it was a struggle, sometimes it can be a struggle for people to take themselves and imagine that way, particularly if it's not something that you do very often. So if your experience wasn't the deeply calm and relaxing experience that you were hoping for, then that's okay too. It's all just about building the capacity to do that. So whatever you experienced is what you needed today, and I hope that you have a good one.